Back on it. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. I haven't done a mono green in a minute, and I wanted to get back into it. I wanted to try to include a couple of these new cards. We're not using dinos enough. And I said, how do we get dinos on the board faster and more effective? And the classic smashing two things together that maybe shouldn't be together but also work beautifully. Man. Elf dinosaurs. We got the elf ramp on the front end with the pump and boost. We have anti-artifact and enchantment hate, and we have the big Stompy boys finishing it up at the end right there, which is very, very cool. This is running in Mythic, so we did quite well with it. Kind of anti-meta, goes wide, hits hard, you'll like it. So before we get down to this one, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and rip you apart for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for our live streaming goodness. We'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both of those places would be great. If you wanted to come by and say hello and watch these live and in person, check out our Discord community for our latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there. If you are like, Jay, I want to show you something, Discord's the place to do it. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of this one, you go right down there to the description. That is where the deck will be. So what are we talking about when we talk about Dino Elf Explosion Power right here? Well, we're going to start with these beautiful. Oh yeah, I bought the anime art. Okay, all right, fair enough. You caught me. Okay, I did. I spent 200 gold on an anime girl elf art. All right, and you would too. Okay, so we have Llanowar elves here, which is a classic. The interesting thing about Llanowar elves is that everyone kills it right away. You gotta bolt the bird. 1 green, 1/1, add 1 green. Mana. Classic elf ramp card. If we can make it survive. If we can actually survive with this for the first turn, we might be in for some serious ramp and some serious power here. However, it does get killed a lot. Kind of a removal magnet, so it's kind of a win-win because it's a removal magnet, but also if it's not, we get the ramp, and that's really good. Now, 2 drops are a different story. I'm going to go with, as far as removal goes, the only thing we're going to be running is Bite Down. Now, we could also run Monstrous Emergence. Monstrous Emergence is an interesting one because it is a sorcery. It's not an instant. It's 1 green and 1. It's the same as Bite Down, but you get to reveal a card in your hand and do damage equal to the revealed card. Now, this is useful if you have an Angrasaur or a Boltborn in your hand and you can do 6 or 8 damage respectively. That's extremely useful. That's good. However, you don't always have that option, okay? So it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Bite Down is just going to get those emergency things out of our way. I also like that it's an instant. So you can do, if somebody you're going to like block with like Tavar the Pummeler or something, you're going to say, oh, I'm going to block for 3. I'm going to do Bite Down for 3, and then I'll block for 3. It's 6 damage total. You can actually do some effective stuff here at instant speed. So that's what I'm going for that one for 4 of those right there. Daiwin's Elite. I actually like this one to build board state. This is a 2/2, 1 green and 1. Whenever this creature enters, if you control another elf, you create a 1/1 green elf warrior token. Building board state's actually kind of important, especially when people are having you force sacrifice or bounce back. Going wide is a super effective solution to the individual removal problem and the bounce problem, where they're pushing cards back and forth to your hand all the time. So Daiwin's Elite is actually decent. I'm not mad at this one. We're also going to go with Llanowar Loam Speaker right there for a little bit more ramp, and that swinging in that 3/3 elemental creature with haste is not bad either. You can add 1 of any color. Solid card right there with a 1/3. A little harder to kill. Can't kill it with a shock. You got to use a full lightning bolt to get rid of them. Then I think one of the unsung heroes, the Leaf Crown Visionary, 2 green, 1/1. Other elves you control get 1/1. This one is your draw engine. It is so good to have this draw engine. Whenever you cast an elf spell, you may pay 1 green. If you do, you draw a card. I cannot tell you how more useful that is. I would honestly, sometimes I wait to play this until it can activate. Like, if I have 4 mana, I'll play a Leaf Crown, and then I'll play an Alanowar just so I can draw off the Leaf Crown immediately. It is so useful. Not only is it a captain effect, or anthem effect for all your elves, that draw engine is just so ridiculously good as the game goes on and you get more and more mana, because when you're just dumping mana back into the system and you're playing 3 or 4 elves a turn, it's like play 5 mana, play an elf, draw a card, play an elf, draw a card, play an elf, and like it just feeds into itself and you're just getting everything you need. We're gonna go with also Imperious Perfect. I love this. I love this lady here. She is just so hot. You can tell she's so haughty. Oh, she's so haughty. 1 green and 2. She's a 3-drop 2/2. Another elf anthem right here. Other elves you control get +1/+1, and you also have the option to create a green elf warrior creature token, which is extremely useful, especially that go wide effect. Very, very cool stuff. Very cool art. Really, really good. I like this one a lot as a 3-drop. The other 3-drop that we're going to do, which is going to be one of our greatest rampers right here, is the Elvish Archdruid. This is going to help us get our Vaultborn Tyrant or any other one of our big monsters out very quickly. This is 2 green and 1. Other elves you control get +1/+1. You see how many crazy anthem effects we are. We have 4 anthem effects into this, or 3 anthem effects in this. So we have Elvish Archdruid and Leaf Crown Visionary and Imperious Perfect. Our 1/1 elves will be 4/4s if we hit all of them, which is actually pretty good for a go wide. And we're going to get that even higher too, potentially. We don't even need this. We don't even really need the dinosaurs to stomp in. I'm going to show you how. So we also get this ability with add 1 green for each elf you control. If you're going wide and you've generated all those tokens and you're doing good stuff right there, that's where you can suddenly add 5 mana. And then with everything else you have, your Angersaur comes in or your Vaultborn Tyrant comes in and you are stomping your way to victory right there. So great, amazing ramper right there and commander effect. Captain effect right there. Tyver the Pummeler, I don't know if I've ever played with him, but he's great. He just got a baseball bat, and he's like, oh yeah, I just like hitting things. I like punching. This is an unsubtle elf, which is something that you don't see very often. So we got to give him credit for that. He's like, I like fighting and punching and beating, and my weapon of choice isn't a Quicksilver daggers. It's a baseball bat with nails punched through it. So, credit where credit is due. That's pretty tough. 2 green and 1 3/3. Tap an untapped creature you control. He gains indestructible until the end of turn and tap it. Great for your removal problems if people are killing everything. You have little creatures that you can heal. If you're running a wide board, you always have something to tap to make him indestructible useful. Then he has the ability of 2 green and 3 creatures you control get X+X, where X is the greatest number of power among your creatures. Generally, if you're running an Anthem effect, it might be him at a 3/3, but also if you're running a Dinosaur, it could be +8/+8 to all your creatures, and then you swing in for like 5 8/8 creatures, and that's pretty much just going to pummel somebody to death, which is what Tyvar is good for. Fade from History. Now, this is going to be a controversial one. If you're going to swap in and out a card, this is going to be the one to swap in and out with one of your things here. I don't like these Azorius enchantments. I don't like these Azorius artifacts. Sweep them, man. Destroy every single... you get a 2/2 bear and then destroy every single artifact and enchantment. It's done. It's over, man. It's so finished. If you hit somebody with this while they've built up their board, their crazy artifact board, they're gonna feel it. They're gonna feel it real bad. It's real bad. So I'm throwing that in there just for a little bit of anti-meta effect. There's too many artifacts, too many enchantments that are too good in this game right now that Fade from History has absolutely become useful. Then here's the Dino Boys. Angrosaurus Rex, who I like to call Angrysaurus Rex. Agonosaurus, 2 green and 3, 8/8 trample. A 5-drop 8/8 trample is insane. Not only that, we have the ability he can bestow his dinosaur ability on people, which is you do cycling for 1 green and 2. Whenever you cycle this card, put 2 1/1 counters on target creature or vehicle. It gains trample and indestructible until the end of turn. So if you're swinging in for another one like Tyvar, or even one of these other ones are swinging in and they're already pretty big, they could be a 4/4 or 5/5. All of a sudden they become, a 7/7 trample, and that damage carries over. So he's got 2 effects right there: the indestructible pump, and of course just himself as a big boy 8/8. Of course, we're going to finish with the Vaultborn Tyrant. Just pure value, man. As a 7-drop that lets you draw cards and gain life anytime that anything power 4 or greater comes in is insanely good. And if he dies, he comes back as a token. Like, I know he's a 7-drop, but there's a reason this card is like $50. I actually opened one of these live on stream one time, by the way, on my second channel where I open packs. Did you know I have a second channel where I open packs? I do. I actually have one of these in paper. Yeah, and this is the reason he's $50, $60. He is just so much value. Insane. We're going to go 4 of these. And we can get them out quick. And if they kill him, we get another one coming in quick. And you got to remember that whenever another creature with power 4 enters, you're talking about if you have like a Leaf Crown and an Imperious Perfect, most of your elves are going to come in at a 4 or higher because they're all going to be pumped to the gills. So you're going to be drawing and gaining like crazy and drawing from Leaf Crown Visionary. So the cycle, the life gain cycle, and the draw cycle just continues when you have the Vaultborn, the big Vault Boy on there. That's what we're doing. 2 Cavernous Souls. What are you going to choose? Elf or Dinosaur? 1 Soulstone Sanctuary. The rest is going to be all in forests, as it were. We look at the stats right here. 31 creatures, 24 elves, and 7 dinosaurs as you go. That is what we're going to do. A little bit of elves, warriors, and druids. 4 instants, 2 sorceries, 24 lands altogether on a 3.0 average. We have a lot of ramp. You may not need that 24 lands. You could actually cut the extra land if you wanted. I know I'm running 61. You could cut a land and hope that you get the ramp, but I'm also very aware that a lot of our early rampers like Llanowar and Loam Speaker all get smashed in the face a lot of times. So it is reliable if you're playing certain decks, but if they're playing mono black kill everything, generally you're not able to ramp as smoothly because they're smashing everything that flies out of the gate right there. So overall, 24 lands, 23 lands, you're going to do mana to taste as you want it anyways right there. Super effective. Again, we are winning in Mythic at this, so you know. As far as other stuff goes, sideboard, maybe another Monstrous Emergence. We already talked about that. Guy's Gift, I'm not mad at for some protection. Defend the Rider's not terrible either. Indestructible, Hexproof and Indestructible at 1 green instant is very useful. Guy's Gift is good for Trample, Hexproof, Indestructible, and Reach. Overprotect is not terrible for the Trample and Hexproof and Indestructible. I'm also not mad at Cease and Desist. If we're keeping within the if we're keeping it in the realm of knocking out those artifacts and enchantments, Cease and Desist is good too. This is also your most anti-meta card because you can exile 2 cards from a single graveyard at instant speed, which will absolutely mess up Reanimator. So if you know that you're running Reanimator or you're facing a lot of Reanimator, I'd absolutely put Cease and Desist in because you can destroy all artifacts and enchantments as you go. And of course, graveyard rip things if they're trying to, as well as awakening the whatchamacallit, the Omniscience, which everybody hates. So if they're trying to run that on you, you know what to do. Frillback is also good for that reason. Not only is it dinosaur, but you can pay that extra green. Exile players' graveyards, destroy artifacts and enchantments, and gain 4 life as it goes. So I'm not mad at Frillback either. And maybe another Fade from History if you're running a lot, if you're smashing into a lot of enchantment and artifact stuff right there. So yeah. Cease and Desist, keep it in mind, guys. This omniscience, Abuelo's Omniscience is really coming up. I really am not a big fan of it. So, Frillback and Cease and Desist, keep an eye on them. They may save your life right there. We're gonna run into it, guys. We're Mythic ranked like 92% or something like that. Standard ranked Elf Dinos. Here we go. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Let's get into it. Bye bye. Nice to have it, but it doesn't do anything for you. It doesn't really do much for you. Because people will just shit on board statement. Watch this. Oh, mono black. What do you fucking know? Oh, what do you think he's going to play when I drop Llanowar? Do you think he's going to fucking play cut down? Or removal? Jeez. I don't know, guys. It's going to be a tough one to find out what he's going to do. You think he's going to fucking exile it? Yeah, look at that. People fucking hate board state, man. They cannot fucking tolerate it. They do not want it. Period. It's incredible at how much that people are focused on this. It's quite the phenomenon. Boom. He's going for this card. Smart. Artifact discard. Imperious Perfect. You gotta bolt the bird. I know it's like the number one thing, man. You gotta do it. I understand it. Listen, I completely get it. You have to. You know? You gotta bolt the bird. Bail marks. Very nice. He's got a good deck here. I think I might have... He didn't hit his removals. Yeah, he didn't hit his removals. Farewell. I hated fucking Farewell. That was some shit. Let's take a look here. Farewell, one of those cards that made me think, time. The touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh no, no, I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. Zoraline is probably one of the best bat cards printed. It's probably one of the best cleric card printed. I don't know how you've never, if you've been watching my channel, you've never seen her fucking pop off. She's incredibly powerful. Like, ridiculously broken powerful. If she is set up correctly, you can't even really even beat her. Like, it's ridiculous how good she is. I'm not even kidding. Legitimately. She will gain injury. Just on the swing, she'll kill you. If you get enough bats sent up, and the fact that she can bring back stuff and that you can trigger return to the battlefield effects of gain life, that will trigger again on bat gain and drain. It's great. Watch any one of my bat decks and you will see. She is just brokenly powerful. It's insane. Alright, we already know what this is, don't we? This is Abzan Exile. So he's gonna start exiling like crazy. Boom. I know, he killed elven waifus. He did do it. He's gonna run Sunfall. You're gonna kill a lot more fucking elven waifus here in a minute. Boom. Tome. My big issue, Kentrim Rose is very powerful. My biggest issue with Kentrim Rose is that he is really ridiculously stupidly slow. Like, it's hard to exile 7 very quickly. The easiest way to do it is Sunfall, and that kills Kentrim Rose too, so. Boom. As an about spring. Okay. No attacks. Boom. Parry is perfect. Nice. Oh, we actually gained 1%. Amazing. Hey, creature power. Okay, we got an achievement too. Wonderful. Wonderful. Death and power. Doop. Doop. Very nice. Who are we getting for? Nisa? Vivian. Vivian Reed. Alright, let's see if we can't keep it going a little bit. I like Tyrannex. I feel like, I mean, he's good. There's for the high-end dinosaurs, there's always something very tasty on either one. Hey, look, it's Queen Zorline. I love that card. I opened one pack of Bloomborough, and she was in it. And I was so happy because it was the only card that I wanted. Because I'd love to build my Orzhov Clerics again. How you doing, Skills? Oh, we'll take though, Mr. Draco. Sure thing. Intimidated by my hockey stare, I assume. Immediately shook. Ops goes first, and I got no early plays. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? We lose. Try it. Ooh, Phallage Archaeologist. It's a reanimator? Or is it a bounce? Imperious, perfect. Probably a reanimator. Probably a, whatchamacallit reanimator. Nice. Eyeball reanimator? That's what he's looking for, right? Eyeball reanimator? Yeah, that's what he's looking for. I don't know, he's not finding it. Whatever he's looking for, he's not fucking finding it here. Holy shit. This. Here he's perfect. Yeah. Boom. And maybe a Sunfall? Phallage Archaeologist? He's really looking. Ah, Willow's Awakening. Yeah, it's Omniscience fucking go wide. Yeah. Omniscience go wide. That's what he was looking for. Then destroy all enchantments and artifacts. I think that he will have no problem kicking the shit out of me. As it goes. Fade from History won't do anything against the Abuelo's Awakening Omniscience. Stock up. hasn't got the... Oh, it's temporary lockdown. Away from history. Riddle. Look at the top card, put one in the graveyard, and he did not find what he was looking for. That is just pure coincidence. That's pretty funny, though. It didn't work. Pure coincidence, but it didn't work. That's what counts. Am I right? Am I right, guys? I'm surprised that deck flopped that hard. That's a pretty bad flop right there. Thundering Broodwagon, very nice. Oh man, I go first? All right, well, we'll see. Japanese Liliana. Got some big ones out. If we can get Elvish Archdruid and run what we do, he's going to scry, which means that he's onto some shit too. You. Can't get Volvord, can get Angersaurus. We'll see. Angrysaurus Rex. Could be a counter spell. Could be a removal. There you go. Boom. So let's do Loam Speaker. Boom. Let's try Imperious Perfect. Could be a counter spell for that as well, or removal. Very nice. Oh, this is all anybody wants to run, huh? Sweeper. Union of the Third Path, very nice life gain there. And he's out of there. Okay. That's the second time that we had an Azorius flop on us. We love to see the Azorius flop. I got a mulligan that one. We got no early plays. Much better. We'll drop one of the VBs. That's a pretty fucked. If he's going to go aggro on us, we're just going to lose. Yeah, that's an L. I'm going to skip. We have nothing against that. I have literally no defense against that. Boop, 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 boop. Especially that early in it. The Abuelo's deck has the highest win rate and best of one standard. Ah, okay. Yeah. That's fucking horrible to hear, by the way. That's fucking horrible to hear. That is so fucking bad to hear. Alright, let's do Dwyer's Elite. Boom, boom, because next turn Leaf Crown can hit for a huge amount. And try to fucking knock him out early on. He can play the Brave. Boom. Leaf Crown. That, boom, draw, auto pay, it's a forest, boom, up, hit him for 1. Please don't be Brotherhood's End. Scorching Shot, very nice. Vaultborn, not yet. Not yet, Vaultborn. Close. Decadent Dragon, very nice. Okay, we're gonna go with Vaultborn now. Boom. Okay. Do that. Bone Horde Dracosaur, very nice. The Horde. Oof. Okay. We're gonna send you in. Hits. Pops. Hits. Draw. Draw. Brutal. What's that? The Apprentice's Folly. Dragon. I've never even seen anybody play this. Choose target non-creature creature, create an exact copy that isn't a legendary Reflections other type. Wow. Interesting. Realm Scorcher Heat guy. For any color combination. So he can play that. Can do that. He's gonna swing on me. Boom. Alright, so we're gonna play this. We're gonna play Bite Down. Ping me there. We'll add 1 green mana. Leaf Crown. Leaf Crown. Auto pay. Yeah. Spicy. Spicy. Real spicy like. Real spicy like. Like it. Happy with it. Yeah, it's we're devolving here, aren't we, Zabrits? Nobody plays mid-range, no. No, you either have a 1,000,000 hit combo that you finish with, or you're just a loser. You're just a stupid idiot loser, like me. Azorius Flop is all the range. Yeah, tell me about it, bro. People love to Azorius Flop. Boom. Big tuna. Non-creature. Get that one out of there for you. Okay. We will put down Dwyer's Elite. Necessary so. We got a really bad hand here. Got a real fucking Real turd of a hand. When I played in Alchemy, literally every single Alchemy deck had red in it. When I ran the Alchemy deck before, every single one had red. There wasn't an Alchemy. I played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Alchemy cards, and every single one of them had red in the deck. This is boring. Slow ass removal decks here. Big Crown Visionary. I love mid-range. I love mid-range creature decks, and right now they're just taking a beating. Whatchamacallit, Wizards has not liked people running mid-range creature decks for some time now. They just have not wanted to see that go off. Oh, he's gonna exile that. Game's indestructible. Okay. Land of War. Sweeper? Deadly Cover-Up? Apparently not. Do this. There's the shark. The rest, neither of them. I did forget to put a whatchamacallit in here. The counter spell that we need. We'll try Angrosaur, also known as Angrysaurus Rex. Here goes Angrysaurus Rex. Ooh, demons. For some reason. You're gonna lose a life to draw a card. I think his only rescue here is a sweeper, right? That's his only way out, and no, he did not have it. Okay. I lost to a mono green deck, but I got the Dream Curve out. I doubt it's existent. Matt Demon. So I'll tell you something that has, speaking of, that stuck with me for my whole life. Where was I? Where the hell was I? I think I was actually in the game store. I was. Oh my god, this was probably like 20 years ago in a game store. 20? When did that movie come out? 2011, so 15 years ago maybe. So maybe 14. I was in a game store and I was like setting up a big game of I was setting up like a big game of like Access and Allies or something. And as you know, there's people in the game store, they're waiting for games, there's stuff going on, there's people coming and going, there's people just sitting around, whatever. And in the game store, they used to have TVs up on the wall, and they'd play like movies or whatever. They'd have Lord of the Rings, they'd have whatever, you know, just random shit on. And I remember there was a guy, I think he was sitting there, he was just sitting in the chair, and at some table, like one table over from where me and my buddies were setting up a big Axis and Allies game. And this, for some reason, the Smurfs was on. I don't know. There was just a rotation of movies, Netflix, whatever. It just went on rotation. There were just TVs available for whatever. And I remember The guy was just sitting there, like, basically just not paying attention. And he goes, and I'll never forget this. The Smurfs was on the TV, okay? So he goes, the Smurf pops up on the TV, and Gargamel, the bad guy from the Smurfs, pops up on the screen. And the guy says, oh shit, there goes Gargamel right there. And I'll never forget that for as long as I live. The phrase, there goes Gargamel right there, is so funny to me. So uniquely hilarious and strange that I don't know how else to explain it. That, oh shit, there goes Gargamel right there, is just the best possible outcome, and it has stuck with me for the rest of my life. Oh shit, there goes Gargamel right there. Oh shit, there goes Gargamel right there. Oh shit, there goes Gargamel right there. I don't know why he said it that way. I don't know what happened, and it has stuck with me for the rest of my life. So there's your Gargamel story. Hey, what's up, my goodness, Lord X Soren? What is going on, Soren? Are you soaring through the ranks? All right, next, boom. Give you a shout out. We're gonna discard that. Hopeless Nightmare. Get one of those. Player discards a card. Man, listen, I love Soren as a character, but holy shit, dude. That dude has only ever failed fucking up. He's the definition of failing up, dude. Listen, he's a cool guy, but damn. He fails up constantly. He has made so many mistakes. He has made all the mistakes. I love him. I love Angsty Vampire Guy. I'm not going to say I don't. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say that I don't fucking think Angsty Vampires are the coolest shit ever. Okay? I'm an Angsty Vampire. But my god, that dude has made some fucking mistakes. First of all, he should have just ripped Nahiri's head off and drank all the sweet juices outside of her. That's number one. That's mistake one right there. He's just got to do it, man. He's got to bite the bullet and just eat Nahiri. It's got to be done. Okay. We got to do it, you know. They either need to fight or fuck. It's the end of the. I mean, that's it. Nahiri and him, they got to stop. If you have a rivalry that goes on for more than a fucking 1,000 years, you're not in a rivalry anymore. You're just in a relationship. No, not really. Nahiri's really bad. If you've seen what Nahiri's done, she'll say she's a hero, but she's one of these ends justifies the means type of person. Believe it or not, unironically, Emrakul may have actually been a victim. While you're bullshitting, unironically, that may have have been happening in the story. You're gonna have to give me that dinosaur guy. You're gonna have to give me them there dinosaur. Yeah. She just was like, yeah, it doesn't matter how many people I kill as long as I get my revenge. You know, because what I'm doing is important. So, I don't care. Dance of the Vampire Bund? I remember a guy who used to play Magic the Gathering told me to watch that, and then I saw what it was, and I was like, no thanks. I'm good, man. I like Vampire Material, but this one looks... I don't think I'm gonna... No, thank you. I appreciate it, though. Got that recommended to me. All right, now we're in a nice smooth groove when it comes to... Oh, shit, there go Gargamel right there. When it comes to playing these decks, we're winning decently. Okay. Let's go... Boom. 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 Alright. Ops goes first, which is not great. But we do what we do. Yeah, I think that's on purpose. Oh, we're gonna lose. If it's mono red, we're gonna just lose. Mono red on the play, we just lose. I think that's on purpose so that they don't so that they can bring back whoever they want as it goes. I don't think that that's a mistake. I think that's purposeful to show you that you know, they can go, oh well, this person isn't dead, they're not dead, whatever. That's again, purposeful. Manifold Mouse. What's the odds on a Manifold Mouse catching the ban, guys? What do we think? Do we think maybe? Yeah, no, yes. What are we? Where's the odds on for it? What are we feeling about it? This is my stream, Turd Gobbler. It's the unhinged beauty of my brain spraying out at you at full speed. That's what you pay the big bucks for. And by big bucks, I mean no money. It's free. All I ask is that people like the video, and that's literally it. That's literally all that I ask from people. Literally all I ask. Attacks. He's gonna pump. He's gonna pump that too. But we gotta do what we gotta do. You know what I mean, guys? We gotta do what we gotta do. Witchstalker Frenzy. Boom. Boom. I would love a Beans, Sunfall, and Heartfire. You'd have a different meta. That's the amazing thing. You'd literally have a completely unrecognizable meta if you did that. It would be a different game. Unfortunately, people would just lean harder into some other garbage, so I think that we're kind of damned if we do, damned if we don't, no matter what. Let's try to finish strong here, guys. So far, we've done pretty well with this, believe it or not. We were at a 7-2 until we lost that game, which is solid, to be honest. Yeah. Hue Shift Philosophy also tells us... Bitter Melon said no thank you. Hue Shift Philosophy tells us that if you are playing a blue deck, here's the positive. If you play a mono blue, but you only play Stompy sea creatures and Leviathans, you're playing a green deck. You've actually redeemed yourself, believe it or not. So if I make a blue deck and I'm like, all this does is put Stompy creatures on the board, big Leviathans, you know, draw cards, but the main win con that I do from this is having like an 8/8 Kraken that just pounds your face in. That blue deck. Oh, because Simic is unredeemable. There are some sins that cannot be washed away, my friend. I apologize for that, but there are some sins that are irredeemable in the eyes of Magic. Okay, so he's going to play removal on everything that we put out here. He didn't. He hasn't played a single card of removal yet. Here it comes. I don't know what's up with this mana situation. I can't seem to get a smooth mana draw. I can't seem to get the third mana out. I have 24 in the deck, and I can't seem to get ever the third mana here, which is not great. Will drop Angry Saurus. I don't really know why that's happening. Okay, so we have that. All right, so we have this. We do Dwyer's Ice Cream. Draw. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, Lord Gypticus, the Flipticus, the #1 Gypticus. Hey. Play Gopher on that. That's the wrong thing to play Gopher on. This. Elf Crown. Draw. Boom. Boom. Foundry. Rexian Oglet. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. That, auto pay, draw, pop, boom, pop, boom, no attacks. He doesn't have a fight card, which I'm, you know, it is what it is. I guess we don't need that many bite downs, huh? Evolve Sleeper. Boom. Yeah, decent elf. Tyler Pummeler. Bay. Boom. Bay. Angry Saurus Rex. There he is. Created elf. That attacks and turn. He should take Bite Down, but he'll probably take Angry Saurus Rex here. Oh, okay, he did. He took it. Yeah. Put 2 1/1 counters on one target creature against trample and indestructible. My turn. keep down. Very nice. So if we go in, we go for the trample and indestructible, we could do 6. That would be 10, 14. I think we got to do what we do here. We got to bite the bullet. Pummeled. Pummeled. There we go. Back on it. Back on it. All right, guys. Actually not mad at how this went. We did have a little bit of a slump, which was all fucking 5 black decks in a row, but, you know, quite well early, though, and quite good against control, believe it or not. I'm actually pretty happy overall with it. The finishing, 56 in Mythic, I think, is what we're looking at here when we got to the final build. Yeah, that looks like the final build is about 56 in Mythic. I feel like we could do better because we got bad matchups. I don't feel like that's representative. But yeah, the new adjusted, the final version, quite good. And the final version is 3-0. So overall, I'm not mad at it. Elf to Dinosaurs. I mean, can you be mad at a green Elf to Dinosaurs that runs Mythic? I don't think you can, man. No faults there. So that all being said, I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.